Here we have the two Gemini CDJ 700 decks for sale currently on eBay, and the reason for this video, it's not going to be professionally done, it's just from my phone recording to show you that they do work. I've had these for a little over a year now, and I don't care what anyone says about Gemini, these decks rock. They're absolutely brilliant. They've been used in a radio studio for the past 12 months and they've never let us down. For the price, you just can't knock them. Let's see that they do work. First of all, we'll look at this deck here. It has the touch screen on here. It does take usual things, USB, it can be a small stick or an external drive. You've got your CD, your USB, your SD card, which goes in here. And MIDI, you can use it as a MIDI controller as well on your software. So just going to demonstrate very quickly that it does work. If I put the USB stick in, you then press the USB button. It will then read this. You can now see that in here, I don't know if I can zoom in, you see the name of the track. And if I go back up a level, in fact you can't see that because it's too bright, but I can scroll through all of the titles of the songs. So if I just choose one of these, you press the knob to load it and we'll then play. Now you do see the waveform, you can actually touch your finger on that to give you a more refined look of that. So I can see the waveform in that view. It gives you the normal timings, how much time is elapsed. You can touch this and it changes to how much is remaining. Usual BPM pitch. But everything works. The buttons are still good on here, so you still got your usual cue buttons, so I can set these up. And I can reuse those. You can obviously use the jog wheel, and you can adjust whether it's heavy or light to give you that feel. You can obviously set up the cue point by hitting the cue button. So, usual things, you have the tempo, the slider, pitch bend, master tempo, the reverse. Usual BPM, text mode, touch screen, so you can turn off the touch screen if you want. But basically, that's it. If we come over to the next one, I will turn this one on. There's a switch on the back. It then boots up. A lot of people say these aren't as good as Pioneers. Well, when you're paying probably 8 times more money for the Pioneers, these are excellent value. Let's just test out a CD. So just put in here. So you've got the CD slot on the front, and it then reads So it's now reading the drive. There it is there. You then have your tracks on here that you can scroll up and down, or you can choose it from the track select button. So if I just press that and just play this, oh, it does help if I plug the leads in, which are on the back. Okay. So there they are, the two decks. They are working. They're for sale on eBay at a bargain price. You get just the units, both units. They could do with a dust up, but they work. The CDs play, the drives all work. There's no broken things on there. The only thing I will say is this screen seems a bit dull compared to this one, but it works fine. Still touch sensitive on there, so I can select the tracks by touching on the screen like that. It just seems a bit dim at times, but that doesn't affect the performance. It'll come with the power leads, but no phono cables. But considering you can buy those for 99p off of eBay, you don't need those. So you don't get a manual, you don't get the original packaging. You get this. Would prefer collection from Hertfordshire and cash, otherwise PayPal. But as you can see, they are both working, and although I'll send them well packaged, responsibility is on the buyer. So collection would be preferred, but there's the two Gemini CDJ 700 CDs that work perfectly.